If I was speaking to another manufacturing facility and they asked me about labor up, I'd be afraid to tell them too much. They'd get an edge on me.
We've worked on the F-14s with Lockheed Martin, with Boeing on Apache helicopters, and NASA on the space station. We've worked with the Navy on Ohio-class subs and Pershing missiles, and with the DOE on X-10 and Y-12, and now to build centrifuges and enrich uranium, all from right here in Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
You know, when you hire a guy, that's the hardest job in the world. It is. I used to do all the hiring, and man, I made so many mistakes. I hired guys that wasn't qualified, and what we look for in a guy, which is hard for us to do, we look a little deeper. That is this guy going to share our vision? We don't just push a button. And what we're running into now is we're seeing a lot of button pushers, because the deal is just push a button, step back, and look at it. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for people who's going to stay with us and be part of the family, you know. We want to treat our people like family. And let me tell you about other staffing firms. I've had a lot of problem with them. If a machinist happened to apply, they put an application out there. If they happen to apply, they brought them to us. That's the same thing I can do. I can go out and spend money, put it in advertising. If somebody comes in, I can try it. They're just sitting there looking for an application. Here's my fee, here's what it is, whether they work out, whether they're good or bad. What you guys did was you went out and you searched them and you looked for them, and you didn't just wait for an application to come in, you looked for it. Now we're finding talent. Before we was having a hard time finding it. Now we're finding it, so about as radical as you can get, you know. When you're looking for people, a lot of times you don't have a lot of time. A lot of times a job comes in and you're needing people right away. Not only do you lose in productivity by working them overtime, but you're paying time and a half on a job that more likely you go to straight time for it. When Labor Up come to me, they had a lot of hustle about them. They had what I call bounce in their step. When we feel like we need someone, they go right to work, and we start seeing candidates immediately. It's not a big waiting game with them. We're seeing the candidates come in here, you know, pronto. I mean, I've been able to not have to vet them near as hard as what I had before, because Labor Up, I know they're doing a lot of our work before they ever come to us. They know what we want. They've got a good, vivid ideal of what we're looking for. And if that candidate don't meet that, they don't bring it to us. When Labor Up comes to me, send somebody to them, I'm ready to hire them. And our percentage of long-term, you know, employees has went up. We're probably up to 80% or 90% of maintaining employees that you brought in, where before it was probably 40 or 50%. So I feel like that their vetting process is second to none. I believe Labor Up for every aspect of the hiring process is the way to go. They can understand what you're looking for, and whatever your needs are, they can meet them.